Okay, guys, so pay your attention, guys. I'll listen to the reader first of all. We're gonna listen to the selection. Okay, try to pay the attention for the names of the presidents and for any difficult word. Okay, so open your reading street books and pay your attention, please. Okay.
There are good things about being president, and there are bad things about being president. One of the good things is that the president lives in a big white house called the White House. Another good thing about being president is that the president has a swimming pool, bowling alley, and movie theater. The president never has to take out the garbage. The president doesn't have to eat yucky vegetables. As a boy, George H.W. Bush had to eat broccoli. When George H.W. Bush grew up, he became president. That was the end of broccoli. One of the bad things about being president is that the president always has to be dressed up. William McKinley wore a frock coat, vest, pinstriped trousers, stiff white shirt, black satin tie, gloves, a top hat, and a red carnation in his buttonhole every day. The president has to be polite to everyone. The president can't go anywhere alone. The president has lots of homework. People get mad at the president. Someone once threw a cabbage at William Howard Taft. That didn't bother Taft. He quipped, "I see that one of my adversaries has lost his head." Lots of people want to be president. If you want to be president, it might help if your name is James. 6 presidents were named James. President Carter liked to be called Jimmy. 4 Johns, 4 Williams. President Clinton liked to be called Bill. 3 Georges, 2 Andrews, and 2 Franklins all became president. If you want to be president, your size doesn't matter. Presidents have come in all shapes and sizes. Abraham Lincoln was the tallest, 6 feet 4 inches. His stovepipe hat made him look even taller. James Madison was the smallest, 5 feet 4 inches, and only 100 pounds. William Howard Taft was the biggest, more than 300 pounds. He was so big that he had a special tub built for his White House bathroom. 4 men could fit in the tub. Though the Constitution says you'll have to wait until you're 35, young, old, and in between have become president. Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, at 42, was the youngest. He had pillow fights with his children and played football on the White House lawn. You must always remember that the president is about 6, a friend said. Ronald Reagan was the oldest. When he first ran for president, he was 69. He joked that it was the 30th anniversary of his 39th birthday. Do you have pesky brothers and sisters? Every one of our presidents did. Benjamin Harrison takes the prize. He had 11. It's lucky he grew up on a 600-acre farm. James Polk and James Buchanan both had 9. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and John Kennedy each had 8. 2 presidents were orphans, Andrew Jackson and Herbert Hoover. A president in your family tree is a plus. John Quincy Adams was John Adams's son. George W. Bush was the son of George H.W. Bush. Theodore Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt were 5th cousins. Benjamin Harrison was William Harrison's grandson. James Madison and Zachary Taylor were 2nd cousins. Do you have a pet? All kinds of pets have lived in the White House, mostly dogs. Herbert Hoover had 3 dogs, Piney, Snowflake, and Tut. Tut must have been a Democrat. He and his Republican master never got along. Franklin Roosevelt's dog, Fala, was almost as famous as his owner. George H.W. Bush's dog wrote Millie's book, Adventures of a White House Dog, as reported to Mrs. Bush. Ulysses Grant had horses. Benjamin Harrison's goat pulled his grandchildren around in a cart. The Coolidges had a pet raccoon. Jimmy Carter and Bill Clinton preferred cats. Theodore Roosevelt's children didn't just have pets. They ran a zoo. They had dogs, cats, guinea pigs, mice, rats, badgers, raccoons, parrots, and a Shetland pony called Algonquin. To cheer up his sick brother, young Quentin once took Algonquin upstairs in the White House elevator. Though most presidents went to college, 9 didn't. George Washington, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Grover Cleveland, and Harry Truman. Andrew Johnson couldn't read until he was 14. He didn't learn to write until after he was married. Thomas Jefferson was top-notch in the brains department. He was an expert on agriculture, law, politics, music, geography, surveying, philosophy, and botany. In his spare time, he designed his own house, a mansion, founded the University of Virginia, and whipped up the Declaration of Independence. Almost any job can lead to the White House. Presidents have been lawyers, teachers, farmers, sailors, engineers, surveyors, mayors, governors, congressmen, senators, and ambassadors. Harry Truman owned a men's shop. Andrew Johnson was a tailor. Ronald Reagan was a movie actor. There they are, a mixed bag of presidents. What did they think of being head man? George Washington, who became our very first president in 1789, worried about his new line of work. "I greatly fear that my countrymen will expect too much from me," he wrote to a friend. He was a howling success. Some loved the job. "No president has ever enjoyed himself as much as I," Theodore Roosevelt said. Others hated it. "The 4 most miserable years of my life," John Quincy Adams complained. Every president was different from every other. And yet, no woman has been president. No person of color has been president. No person who wasn't a Protestant or a Roman Catholic has been president. But if you care enough, anything is possible. 34 presidents came and went before a Roman Catholic, John Kennedy, was elected. Almost 200 years passed before a woman, Geraldine Ferraro, ran for vice president. It's said that people who run for president have swelled heads. It's said that people who run for president are greedy. They want power. They want fame. But being president can be wanting to serve your country, like George Washington, who left the Virginia plantation he loved 3 times to lead the country he loved even more. It can be looking toward the future, like Thomas Jefferson, who bought the Louisiana Territory and then sent Lewis and Clark west to find a route to the Pacific. They did. It can be wanting to turn lives around, like Franklin Roosevelt, who provided soup and bread for the hungry, jobs for the jobless, and funds for the elderly to live on. It can be wanting to make the world a better place, like John Kennedy, who sent Peace Corps volunteers around the globe to teach and help others. Every single president has taken this oath. "I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States." Only 35 words. But it's a big order when you're president of this country. Abraham Lincoln was tops at filling that order. I know very well that many others might, in this matter, as in others, do better than I can, he said. But I am here. I must do the best I can and bear the responsibility of taking the course which I feel I ought to take. That's the bottom line. Tall, short, fat, thin, talkative, quiet, vain, humble, lawyer, teacher, or soldier. This is what most of our presidents have tried to do, each in his own way. Some succeeded, some failed. If you want to be president, a good president, pattern yourself after the best. Our best have asked more of themselves than they thought they could give. They have had the courage, spirit, and will to do what they knew was right. Most of all, their first priority has always been the people and the country they served.
Okay, guys, so right now let's open our booklet, page 31. Okay, so before opening the booklet, guys, just wait and let's discuss about the analysis of the story. So let's understand the different details of our selection. So pay your attention. Then we can open the booklet and answer the questions. Okay, guys. So pay your attention and listen to me. What does vain mean about the words? Having too much pride in your looks or ability, proud or prideful. What are politics? How government works, the management of public business, policy, government. What does humble mean? Not proud, modest. What does solemnly mean? Seriously or sincerely? What is howling? Very great, tremendous. What is the Constitution? The U.S. Book of Laws, the written laws by which the U.S. is governed, a document stating a system of laws. What is responsibility? Obligation, the act of taking care of someone or something, your job, your task, your duty. Where does the president live? He lives in the White House. What are some of the good things about being a president? He lives in the White House. He has a swimming pool, bowling alley, and a movie theater. He can eat whatever he likes. What are some of the bad things about being a president? He has to be dressed up all... Okay. He has to be dressed up all of the time. He has to be polite to everyone. He can't go anywhere alone, and he has lots of homework. What is the most popular name of the president? James. Who was the tallest president? Abraham Lincoln. What did Abraham Lincoln wear on his head? A stovepipe hat. It made him look even taller. Who was the smallest president? James Madison. Which president weighed the most? William Howard Taft. What did William Howard Taft have built for him since he was so big? A new bathtub. How old must you be to become president? You must be at least 35 years. Who was the youngest president? Teddy Roosevelt. Who was the oldest president? Ronald Reagan. All the presidents have had siblings. Who had the most? Benjamin Harrison had the most, 11. What did the author mean when he wrote a president in your family tree is a plus? There were many presidents that had relative presidents in their families. What is the most popular White House pet? Dogs. What other pets did the White House seize? Horses, goats, raccoons, cats, guinea pigs, mice, rats, badgers, parrots, and ponies. What was so special about Theodore Roosevelt's pony? It rode in the White House elevator. Do you have to go to college to be president? No, 9 did not go. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. What does the author mean when she wrote Thomas Jefferson was top-notch in the brains department? He was a very smart president. What types of jobs did the presidents have before they became president? They were lawyers, teachers, farmers, sailors, mayors, senators, and actors. What did Ronald Reagan do before he became president? He was an actor. Who was our very first president? George Washington. What kind of people have never been president? Women and people of color. And that was before being like Obama as a president, because he's African American, okay? How long did it take before a woman ran for vice president? Almost 200 years. What are some reasons people run for president? They love their country, or they want to make the world a better place. They want to turn lives around and look to the future. What does every president have to do before entering office? They must take an oath. They swear that they will do their best. What three words in the president oath tell what the president is to do with the Constitution of the United States? Preserve, protect, and defend. Why do you think that the author wrote this story? She wanted to tell interesting facts about different presidents. Why does the author include the detail about the president never taking out the garbage? She wanted to show us that he does not always have to do normal things. He has many helpers in the White House. What did Quentin Roosevelt do to cheer up his sick brother? He rode his pony upstairs in the White House elevator. Name at least one president that did not go to the college. George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. What was something the presidents George Washington, Andrew Johnson, and Harry Truman have in common? They did not go to college. On detail from this election was, the president never has to take out the garbage. What main idea does this detail support? There are good and bad things about being a president. Which of the following was an opinion in this story? James Madison weighed only 100 pounds. Benjamin Harrison was lucky to have grown up on a large farm. C. James Polk and James Buchanan both had 9 brothers and sisters. It's letter B. Benjamin Harrison was lucky to have grown up on a large farm. Which of these was a main idea of this election? A. Herbert Hoover had 3 dogs. B. Some presidents preferred dogs. C. All kinds of pets lived in the White House. It's C. All kinds of pets lived in the White House. Which generalization is supported by details in the selection? A. Being a president has always been a lot of work. B. All presidents have enjoyed their job. And C. Okay, so it's A. Being a president has always been a lot of work. Okay, which generalization is supported by details in the selection? A. Only tall men and women have become president. B. There have been many presidents over the years. C. Presidents have to write their own oath before taking office. It's letter B. There have been many presidents over the years. When someone threw a cabbage at Taft, he said, "I see that one of my adversaries has lost his head." Why did the author include this quote here? She wanted to show us that some presidents were funny. What is the main idea of this election? People want to be president for different reasons. Abraham Lincoln said, I know very well that many others might in this matter as in others do better than I can. From this you can tell that Lincoln was A. greedy, B. humble, C. impatient, D. curious. It's letter B, humble. Okay. And okay, the last one, according to the author, the first priority has always been. So the people and the country they served. Okay, so this is about our like analysis for the story, guys. So right now let's open our booklet. Okay. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, so let's open our booklet, page 31. Okay. قيس فراس. قيس فراس.
Yes, mister. Yes. Yes, mister. Yes.
Okay, قيس, read this table.
Story title: So You Want to Be a President. Author:
Okay, 1 second.
Mister, after I answer, I will have a question. Author: Judith S.T. George. General expository text. Author purpose: to tell in interesting facts about different presidents. Skills, facts, and opinions. Theme: people want to be a president for different reasons. Mister, I have a question. Mister, can you hear me?
Okay, Qais, read it again, Qais, one more time, okay?
But after I read it, I have a question.
Okay, read it, then ask your question.
Story title, So I Want to Be a President. Author, Judith S.T. George. Genre, expository text. Author purpose to tell an interesting facts about different presidents. Skills, facts, and opinions. Same people want to be a president for all different reasons. My question, Mr. The booklet I have after 31, I have 40. So I don't have page 33 and 31 I didn't found it.
33, you didn't find it?
No, I found all, but there is after 30 I have 40.
Anyway,
Then
I'll send the pages through the WhatsApp group. You can print them out, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Khalid. Okay, next page, guys. The next page. Khalid Sultan.
Yes, Mister.
Okay, so read number 1 and its answer, ya Khalid.
Okay, number 1 it is the constitution is in a museum.
So what is the meaning of constitution? Yes. Yes, read. Read letter B, yes.
Document sitting as system of law.
Number 2.
Number 2. Our class is learning about city
Politics.
It is seen. Government.
Yes.
And number 3, the event was a holiday Texas. It is B, Mister.
Yes. Read B. Tremendous. Tremendous. Okay. Number 4.
Number 4, the girl spoke the words
Solemnly.
It is D.
What's D? Seriously.
She is fine then about her
Appearance.
It is C.
Okay. Number 6.
Number 6. We have uncle. It is D. August.
Okay, very good يا خالد. Thanks. Okay, next page, guys. This page, I read it first, then I'll ask one of you to read it, guys. So here, why does the author include the detail about the president never taking out the garbage? She wanted to show us that he does not always have to do normal things. He has many helpers in the White House. Question 2, the author says that Lincoln wore a stovepipe hat. So use the meaning of the stovepipe to describe a stovepipe hat. The stoves used long ago had long pipes that reached the ceiling. Stovepipe is a chimney that connects to a stove. A stovepipe hat is a tall hat. Okay. Then question 3. What does the expression lose his head mean? Write an evidence from the text that help you understand this phrase. When you lose your head, you are not on control of the situation. The text states that people get mad at the president. Taft was poking fun at the person who threw the cabbage. What are some traits presidents should have? Number 1, the president lives in a big white house called the White House. Number 2, he has a swimming pool, bowling alley, and a movie theater. Number 3, he never has to take out the garbage. Number 4, he doesn't have to eat yucky vegetables. Okay, Talal Yusuf.
Yes, mister.
Okay, Talal, read.
Number 1.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Okay. How does the other include the detail about the president never taking out the garbage? She wanted to show us use that he does not always have to do normal things. He has many helpers in the White House. The other says that Lincoln or a stovepipe. It used the meaning of stovepipe to describe a stovepipe hat. The stoves used long ago had long pipes that reached the ceiling. Stovepipe is a chimney that connects to a stove. A stovepipe hat is a tall hat. What does the expression lost his head mean? Write an evidence from the text that helped you understand this phrase. When you lost your head, you are not in control of the situation. The text states that people get mad at the president. Theft was poking fun at the person who threw the garbage. What are some traits president should have? The president lives in a big white house called the White House. He was a swimming pool, bowling alley, and a movie theater. He never has to talk out the garbage. He don't have to eat yucky vegetables.
Okay, very good يا طلال. Thanks يا طلال. Okay, we have the next page. Karim Isam.
Sir,
Okay, read يا كريم.
choose the correct answer. All presidents have taken an oath
Okay.
Being president can wanting to serve your country and world.
Uh-huh.
Any job can lead to the White House. All kinds of pets have lived in the White House. People get mad at the president. Presidents have come in all shapes and sizes.
Okay. Thanks, Karim. Okay, guys. So right now, let's read about this election, and let's read the booklet, pages of the booklet one more time. Muhammad Muawiyah.
Yes, mister.
Read the table, ya Muhammad.
Story title. So you want to be president? Author, subject, state, general, general, explanatory text. Author, purpose. To tell interesting facts about different presidents. Shows facts and opinions. Then people want to be president for different reasons.
Reasons. Okay, so read the vocabulary, Muhammad. Read the vocab.
Then having too much bread in your log's ability, it's constant the writing set of USA print clip. The work of government. Humble, not broad, modest, solemnly,
Solemnly.
solemnly,
Hmm.
proudly, immensely, with dignity.
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 Okay. Next one.
Pulling.
Howling.
Howling. Very great. Responsibility. The act for fact of taking care of
Care.
someone, care of someone or something.
Okay. Thanks, ya Muhammad. Next page. Abdulaziz.
Yes, mister.
Read ya Azuz.
Choose the best meaning for the underlined words. The Constitution is in a museum.
Museum.
Documents stating a system of laws.
Mhm.
For class is learning about city politics,
Politics.
government. The event was a bowling success.
Howling.
Howling. Tornadoes. The girl spoke the words solemnly, seriously. She's then about her appearance. Prideful. We have a humble home. Modest.
Okay. Thanks, Abdulaziz. Next page. Sati Ali. ساتي. No answer.
It's Mr.
يا ساتي. Read.
Why does the author include the detail about the president never taking out the garbage? She wanted to show us that he does not always have to do normal things. He has many helpers in the White House. Says that Lincoln wore a stovepipe hat. Use the meaning of stovepipe. Describe a stovepipe hat. The stove used long ago had long pipes that reached the ceiling. Stovepipe is a chimney connect to of a stovepipe has a tall hat. What does this expression cost? Let's write an evidence from the text that help you understand this phrase. When you lost your head, you are not a part of the situation. The text states that people get mad at the president. Taft was poking fun at person through the garbage. Some presidents should have. The president lives on
Lives.
lives in a big white house called the White House. Was a swimming pool, bowling alley, and a movie theater. He never has to take out the garbage. He doesn't have to eat vegetables.
Okay, thanks يا ساتي. Next page. تامر جبلي. تامر. No answer.
Mister,
Read يا تامر.
number what, Mister?
All يا تامر.
All okay. All presidents have talked, take an oath, being president can when telling wanting to serve your country and would any job can lead
to the White House. All takes of kinds of have lived in the White House. Pets. People go get mad at the president. President have come in all shapes and sizes.
Okay. Thanks, Tamar. Very good. Okay, guys. All right, now let's read about the analysis of the story. So 1 second. Okay. محمد فهد. محمد فهد. نعمان. No answer. محمد لافي.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, Muhammad, read the question and its answer.
Okay. What does pain mean? Having too much pride in your looks or ability. Pride. What are politics? How government works, the management, public, businesses, policy, government. Humble be, not be modest. What does solemnly mean? Generally, I don't see it, sir. After seriously.
Sincerely. Okay, next one.
Dignity. What is howling? Very great. Tremendous. What is the Constitution? The U.S. Book of Laws, the written laws by which the U.S. is governed. I can govern a document stating a system of law. What is responsibility? Obligation, the act of taking care of someone or something, your job, task. Where does the president live? He lives in the White House. What are some of the good things about being president? He lives in the White House. He has a swimming pool, a bowling alley, and city that he can eat whatever he likes.
Okay, thanks, Muhammad. The next page, guys. Okay, محمد أسامة القحطاني.
Yes, Mr.
Read it, Osama. Read the question and the answer. Osama.
Mr. What's the page?
Not the page, يا حبيبي, in your booklet or in your books. Okay, this is the analysis. So read, just read.
Okay. What are some of the bad products about very one
Being a president.
being president. He has to be dressed.
Dressed up.
Okay, dressed up all of the same to has to be ability to every everyone to can't go anywhere on and he has lots of homework.
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 Next question.
Okay. What is the most popular name for the president? Who was to the
Read the answer. Read the answer, يا أسامة.
okay,
The question and then the answer.
games? Who was to the lost president?
President.
Abraham
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Okay.
Wha-
Thanks,
What?
Sam.
Welcome.
Thanks, Farid. Okay. Then we have the next questions. Yasin Nadal.
Yes, Mister.
Yasin. This question from this one.
What did Abraham Lincoln wear on his head? A stove-pipe hat. It made him look even taller. Who was the smallest president? James Madison. Which president did the most? William toward Tafet. What did the name Tafet have built for him science? He was so big. A nerve was cut.
Yasin, huh?
How old must you be to become president? You must be at least 35. Who was the youngest president? Teddy Roosevelt. Who, who was the oldest president? Ronald, Ronaldo
Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Mm.
All the presidents have had siblings. Who had the most? Benjamin Harrison had the most 11.
Okay, thanks, Yasin. Okay, next page. Abdullah Mishal. Abdullah Mishal. Okay, no answer. Ahmed Hassan. Ahmed Hassan. No answer. Iyas Amin.
Yes, Mister.
Read Iyas.
Where?
Can you see the screen?
Yes, Mister.
Okay, so read.
What did the author mean when he president in you really is a
Plus.
very many friends had active president
Hmm.
the regular White House hedgehog is what has been now this my had for
points. That's what was is so about. Hello? Hello?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, yes, thanks. عز الدين محمد. عز الدين طحان.
Yes, mister.
Okay, read yes.
Which one?
Start from the beginning.
Okay. What did the mayor want? She wrote a roasted and new family tree is a lois. Lace. There were many residents that had real relative protested.
Okay, thanks guys. Okay guys, so time is up for this session. See you inshallah. Have a nice day. Bye bye everyone.